Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Dead Tree Challenge Volume 3. So we've got another dead sycamore tree to deal with, and if we're going to have to cut it down, then why not make it a challenge and see if we can drop it right on the target. So stick around for the video and let you see how it goes. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle in the sunlight and the fact that it's spring and nothing has greened out or leafed out yet, but that tree there is very dead. The first thing that I've got to deal with is this tree right here is in the way. The direction that I'm going to have to lay the sycamore down would put this tree as an obstacle, and I need this tree to go, so we're going to have to cut it down first. And it looks smaller than a lot of the other trees in the yard, which are all pretty tall, pretty close to 100 foot, but this is still about a 30 to 40 foot tall tree. I forgot to hit record, but with a little bit of assistance, we got this thing down and out of the way. So we need to limb it out and get it out of the way. Dude is tall, but it is very dead up at the top. I'm limited on my options on where to drop it. I'm going to drop it here in this gap. I can't go here and go in this direction. It's too risky because it's going towards the house, even though there is a little bit here, but I don't want to risk it. So we're going to drop it right here about where the first video, that first sycamore that I fell, which is still, you can still see the trunk. But even at the distance, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but the distance from the tree to this one or this one are the closest, most significant. Distance is great enough that even if it fell pretty close to one of these trees, I think that the tops would just either brush through or snap off. It is really dead up at the top. There's actually a limb up at the top hanging. So we're going to drop it. We're going to try to drop it right here. Let's see what happens. Took my time. I've found when you are running a chainsaw that when you get tired and start to get fatigued is when you take shortcuts and you get sloppy, and that's when accidents happen. Anybody want to come over and help me clean up a mess? So I'm gonna have to review the footage from this camera angle back here, but it clipped the pine tree a little bit more than what I wanted to, but still not bad. Help clean up some branches. Kind of what my opinion is. I wanted it to fall here and it fell right here, so I missed my mark by about 2 or 3 feet, but nonetheless pretty close. Slid through the gap, and we've got a heck of a mess to clean up. We'll have a brush fire later this afternoon, as long as the wind stays down. These sycamores, when they get dead, and I said this on the first video, if you want to go back I'll leave a link in the description, but these sycamores, when they die, they get brittle. They kind of reminds me of a saltine cracker. Try to lay a cracker down on your plate, take a knife and cut it and expect a nice clean edge. It's not going to happen. It just splinters, cracks, breaks. Could probably sell that log to the local mill, but don't have the tractor here. So that actually turned out pretty good. My hinge is not bad. I started to get into it whenever I plunge cut. I started to get into it a little bit more than what I thought. But nonetheless, I maintained a decent hinge. My cut stayed nice and flat. I had to readjust a few times. So I wanted to cut up here at about waist height for a couple reasons. First of all, it's way easier to cut up at waist height. It's easier on your back. It's easier on pushing the saw, kind of working the saw. And it fell good. Came off clean, broke clean. I have to clean this off and cut the rings on it to see how old it is. You can see my plunge cut there. Didn't really work out how I wanted it, but you can see the saw, how it cut when it came through. Maintained a hinge here. I don't see any black, but I swore whenever I was on this side, whenever I was cutting my wedge out, I swore I saw sparks a couple times. That saw has a carbide chain on it, so even if it did hit something metal, not that it wouldn't mess it up, but it would be less likely to damage it bad. But I don't see any black, and in the wedge I don't see any black, so I'm not sure what was going on there. Maybe it was an optical illusion, but I swore I saw some black or some sparks. So this distance here, let's step it off. It's almost 30 foot to that intersection right there. That'd be 3 decent logs if I wanted to try to take them to the sawmill. All right, let's clean up a mess. Come by if you want to help run a saw for a while. And haul brush and haul junk to the burn pile. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you would like. Share the video. And I need subscribers. Subscribe to the channel if you can. It's free. If you don't know how to do it, leave me a comment and I'll explain how to do it. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is have a Google Gmail account. And I'll see you guys on the next one. If you want to stick around, we're gonna clean up this pile and run the chainsaw for a while. I'm gonna cram about 45 minutes in video down into just a couple minutes, play some tunes, and I'll see you on the next one.